Most people believe success is about luck, or talent, or timing. But here's the truth no one tells you. Success isn't something you get. It's something you become. And most people will never become successful. Not because they can't, but because they keep repeating the same invisible habits that quietly destroy their future. In this video, I'm going to reveal the real reason most people stay average, and the one mindset shift that separates the successful few from the rest. If you watch till the end, you'll finally understand why your effort hasn't been enough. Let's be honest, most people are not failing. They're stuck. They work hard, but they don't progress. They try, but nothing changes. They dream, but they never become. And they blame external factors. The economy, the system, their family, or bad luck. But here's the harsh truth. The real reason most people never become successful is not because the world is against them. It's because they never learn the rules of success. Most people are living life like it's a game they didn't read the instructions for. They think effort equals success. But effort without direction is just noise. The truth is that success requires a specific type of behavior, repeated consistently over years. Most people don't lack desire. They lack the discipline to build the right habits. And here's the biggest problem. The longer you stay average, the more your brain becomes comfortable being average. Your identity adapts to your results. And once that happens, change becomes nearly impossible. Most people say they want success. But they don't want it enough to sacrifice comfort. Success requires sacrifice. It demands time, effort, patience, and discomfort. It demands that you choose growth over instant gratification. But most people choose the opposite. They want success, but they don't want the pain. They want the reward without the process. So they create excuses, justify their behavior, and continue living the same life. Because the truth is, comfort feels safer than growth. And comfort is a powerful addiction. So most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they're not willing to pay the price. They want success, but they want it on their terms. If you want to be successful, you must be proactive. But most people live reactively. They respond to notifications, distractions, and other people's priorities. Their day is controlled by external forces. They never create the environment that supports success. Instead, they are constantly reacting to life. Successful people don't wait for the day to happen to them. They design their day. They create boundaries. They control their attention. They protect their time. And they understand that success is built through controlled actions, not chaotic reactions. If you're always reacting, you're never creating. This is the silent killer of success. Most people are busy, but they're not productive. They're doing a lot, but nothing is moving them forward. They fill their day with tasks that feel important but produce zero results. They confuse motion with momentum. Successful people do fewer things. But they do the right things. They prioritize impact over effort. They understand that success is not about how much you do, but what you accomplish. And most people don't realize that. They continue filling their lives with busy work because it feels safe. It gives them the illusion of progress. But it's not progress. It's just noise. The most successful people are not the smartest. They are the most disciplined. Success begins in the mind. Most people are controlled by their emotions. They let fear decide their decisions. They let doubt control their actions. They let insecurity rule their choices. They chase comfort instead of growth. Successful people train their mind to stay calm under pressure. They learn to delay gratification. They learn to tolerate discomfort. They understand that the mind is the battlefield. And if you can't control your mind, you can't control your life. Most people never develop this skill. And that's why they stay average. Success is not a short sprint. It's a long-distance race. And most people don't have the patience to run it. They start with energy and motivation. But when the initial excitement fades, they stop. They never develop the habits that compound over time. Successful people understand that results are delayed. They know that consistency matters more than intensity. They show up even when they don't feel like it. They do the boring work. They repeat the process until it becomes automatic. Most people give up too early. Because they want instant results. And success never works like that. Willpower is a finite resource. It runs out. And when it does, you revert to your old habits. Most people rely on willpower to stay disciplined. But successful people build systems. Systems remove the need for motivation. They create automatic behavior. They make the right choice the easiest choice. They design their environment to support their goals. If you don't build systems, you will always depend on motivation. And motivation will fail you. That's why most people never become successful. This is the silent truth. Success is uncomfortable. It requires facing fear, uncertainty, and rejection. Most people avoid discomfort. They choose the easy path. They stay in their comfort zone. And they call it being realistic. But the truth is, comfort is a trap. Success exists outside the comfort zone. If you want success, you must learn to embrace discomfort. Because discomfort is the price of growth. Here's the truth most people will never admit. Success is not for everyone. Not because they're not capable. But because they are not willing to become the person who earns it. Most people will never be successful because they are not willing to pay the price. They want the reward without the process. They want the results without the sacrifice. But if you're still watching this, you're not like them. You're willing to learn. You're willing to grow. You're willing to become the type of person who doesn't just dream about success. You build it. If you want more videos that expose the real rules of success, subscribe. Because the truth is simple. But most people refuse to accept it.